Magandang araw! Pag-aaralan natin ngayon ay estimating the square root of a whole number. Find the principal root of the following. Kung matatandaan nyo, ang principal root ay laging positive square root number. Halimbawa, square root of 9 is 3. Iisip lang kayo ng number na kapag minultiply sa sarili, ang sagot ay ang given na radicand. So, 3 times 3 is 9. Square root of 64, 8. Square root of 256, 16. Square root of 100, 10. Square root of 1, 1. Square root of 196 is 14. Now, let us have this chart. So, ito ang gagamitin natin para alamin ang dalawang consecutive number kung saan nasa pagitan ang given irrational number. Example, square root of 3. Matatagpuan ang square root of 3 more than square root of 1 at less than square root of 4. Ang principal root ng square root of 1 is 1. Ang principal root ng square root of 4 is 2. Ibig sabihin, square root of 3 is greater than 1 but less than 2. Square root of 3 is between 1 and 2. Now, let us have another example. What about square root of 8? Ang square root of 8 ay nasa pagitan ng 4 at 9. So, square root of 8 is greater than 4 but less than 9. Square root of 8 is in between 2 and 3. What about 21? Square root of 21 is greater than 16 but less than 25. At ang dalawang consecutive number kung saan ang square root of 21 ay nasa gitna ay 4 and 5. Next, what about 40? 40 is greater than square root of 36 but less than square root of 49. At ito ay nasa pagitan ng 6 at 7. Ngayon, estimate natin ang square root of 3 to the nearest hundredths. Ano nga ba? Saan nga ba yung nearest hundredths? Halimbawa, meron tayong 0.12. So, after ng decimal, ang 1 ay nasa 10th place. Samantalang, ang 2 ay nasa 100th place. So, square root of 8 is greater than square root of 4 but less than square root of 9. So, let us find out the principal root of square root of 4, that is 2. Ang principal root ng square root of 9 ay 3. Ibig sabihin, square root of 8 is greater than 2 but less than 3. At ito ay in between ng 2 and 3. Now, step number 2, we have here the number line. So, nandito is square root of 4. Sunod ay, we have square root of 9 and that is equal to 3. So, from square root of 4, sunod dyan ay square root of 5, square root of 6, square root of 7, and the square root of 8. If the number is closer to the lower perfect square, begin adding 0.10 to 0.40. If the number is closer to the lower perfect square, begin adding 0.5 to 0.90. So, dito, ang lower perfect square ay square root of 4. So, if square root of 8 is closer to square root of 4, mag-a-add tayo ng 0.10 to 0.40 sa square root ng 4, which is 2. At kapag mas malapit ang square root of 8 kay square root of 9, mag-a-add naman tayo ng 0.50 to 0.90 sa ating lower perfect square number na 2. So, mas malapit, obviously naman, ang square root of 8 kay square root of 9. So, mag-a-add tayo sa 2 ng 0.50 to 0.9. So, we have 2.5, 2.60, 2.70, 2.80, at 2.90. Ngayon, magkakaroon tayo ng ating table. So, ang target natin dito ay 8. Yan ang ating radicand. So, start tayo sa pinakamataas since malapit na malapit ang 8 kay 9. So, we have 2.90. I-square natin to. Kapag sinabing square, multiply 2.90 times 2.90. At ang product ay 8.41. Is this closer or not closer to 8? Correct. That is already exceeding 8. Hindi siya closer. Next, let us have 2.85. Square natin. It is 8.1225. And that is closer to 8. Next is 2.84. 8.0656. Closer to 8 then. Then 2.83. Square natin yan. 2.83 times 2.83. We have 8.0089. Closer sa 8. Next. But these three are exceeding to 8. Closer lang siya. Next is 2.829. We have 8.0032. Again, this is closer to 8. 2.829. That is 7.9986 kapag in square. And that is very close to 8. Next is 2.827. That is 7.9919 kapag in square. Very close to 8 din. So, kung mapapansin nyo dito, ang pinakamalapit sa ating target na number 8 ay 2.828. So, we have the approximate value of square root of 8 is 2.828. Or, when you get the nearest hundreds, it is 2.83. Next example, we have square root of 2. Unang gawin, find two consecutive integers lies square root of 2. So we have here square root of 2. We have here the chart. Square root of 2 is greater than square root of 1 but less than square root of 4. So, kunin natin ang principal root na square root of 1. And that is 1. Principal root ng square root of 4 is 2. Ibig sabihin, square root of 2 is greater than 1 but less than 2. So, ang square root of 2 lies between 1 and 2. Next step. Estimate na natin to. So, we have here 1 and 2. So, katapat ng square root of 1 is 1. Sunod, square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 4. Obviously, mas malapit si square root of 1. Okay? Kaysa kay square root of 4. So, if square root of 2 is closer to square root of 1, add 0.10 to 0.40. So, kapag malapit ang square root of 2 kay 1, add tayo ng 0.10 to 0.40 kay 1. Since ang 1 ay mas lower perfect square kaysa kay square root of 4. Pero, kung ang square root of 2 ay mas malapit kay square root of 4, add tayo ng 0.50 to 0.90 kay 1. Ang 1 ang pinaka o mas maliit na perfect square number dito sa ating given. So, add tayo ng 0.10 kay 1, 1.10, 1.20, 1.30 hanggang 1.40. So, let us have the table. So, x natin, start tayo kay 1.40. Square lang natin. That is 1.96. Closer to 2. Next, 1.41. Kapag in-square is 1.9881. Closer pa rin sa ating target na number 2. 1.42. Kapag in-square, we have 2.0164. Ito ay nag-exceed na sa ating target na 2. So, magbabawas tayo. So, 1.414 is 1.9994 kapag in-square. And this is very closer to 2. Next, 1.415. When you square it, ang sagot ay 2.0022. Already exceed to 2. Therefore, ang ating approximate or estimate ay 1.414. The approximate value of square root of 2 is 1.414. And when you round it to the nearest hundreds, we have 1.41. Now, let us have another example. That is square root of 27. Square root of 27 lies between 5 and 6. So, let us have the number line. So, we have square root of 25, sunod. Square root of 26 until square root of 36. Our lower perfect square is square root of 25, while the higher perfect square is square root of 36. So, kung mapapansin nyo, mas malapit si square root of 27 kay square root of 25 kaysa kay square root of 36. So, if we have square root of 27 closer to square root of 25, add lang tayo ng 0.10 hanggang 0.40 sa ating lower perfect square number. Next is, if square root of 27 is closer to square root of 36, add naman tayo ng 0.50 to 0.90. So, mas malapit si square root of 27 kay square root of 25, add tayo ng 0.10 hanggang 0.40 sa ating 5. So, 5.10, 5.20, 5.30, 5.40. Now, let us have this one. Remember, our target number is 27, the given wadikand. So, we have start with 5.10. Kapag in-square, we have 26.01. Closer siya sa 27. 5.20, we have 27.04 kapag in-square. already exceed na siya sa 27. So, disregard na natin ang 5.20. Babaan pa natin. 5.19, that is 26.93. Malapit sa 27. 5.196, we have 26.9984. Very close to 27. And we have 5.197. Kapag in-square is 27.0088. It exceeds to 27. Ibig sabihin, ang 5.196 ang ating sagot. So, the approximate value of square root of 27 is 5.196. When you round it to the nearest hundredths, yung 196 magiging 0.20. So, the answer is 5.20. If you learned something from my video lesson, please comment down. Maraming salamat po!